I don't
Their
expect.
job is to protect you.
Let's be honest.
From this kind of stuff. Like they're supposedly hand chosen,
There's
the best of the
world,
best,
bro,
right?
third world
These
countries
guys.
would have done better than that.
For sure. He hosted the Olympics, Hitler, right, in Germany. And,
In the 30s.
Yeah. Black American guy.
Yep.
Jesse Owens. Killed every event. Like, destroyed everyone. Set new
Runners,
world records and everything.
Jumping, everything.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hitler's just sitting there like, oh, bruv, he was fuming.
Inside he's
Like,
dying.
Ready?
We are recording.
Yeah.
All right. So welcome back to
hold on,
31.
I just burped. Start again. I just went,
What about it? What about that bottle? I just broke my wrists.
yeah.
Acting gay, what?
No, I was.
Like,
Yeah, but there's also. Huh?
Yeah, but that's old school.
Ace Ventura.
That's 290s.
They don't know.
Yeah, they don't know.
And if
Welcome
you
back
don't
to
know,
episode 31 of the
31.
BroCast show.
Wow.
I'll just remind everyone to like, subscribe, and hit
Don't
the
forget.
notification. Leave some comments. Tell
Please.
us
Share.
what you enjoy about the video. Share. Add to your favorites. Download. Show your mothers. The whole shebang.
Whoa.
I'd like to finish what we started a couple of weeks ago.
That was a
Okay.
bad place
with
for
the
a
whole
pause there.
with the whole Trump situation.
Oh, yeah. That was
and
good times.
Biden and Trump. Obviously, Trump almost got his head blown off.
Biden died. Whoa.
Well, near enough, he's out.
As
He's
far
done.
as I know, he's out.
He's
That's
done.
all
He's
I
out,
know.
But don't worry.
I don't know why.
You don't know why?
No, I don't know why. So
he
you're
doesn't
gonna
know
tell
why.
us.
Oh, okay.
No.
There's no obvious reason.
Well, I'm sure they didn't admit to that. That's the point I'm trying to make.
He has COVID.
He got
Chris.
COVID, bro.
He got COVID?
Yeah, but when
that's
you're
what they say.
178 years old, COVID is a problem.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
You know?
Even a bit of sunlight
Even
at
with
that age is,
I think he's got 17 jabs, and still,
at the same time.
he
He got COVID.
he got COVID and he's sick.
He got
The
the
president of the United States.
Superbug, man.
Look, there was a
Superbug.
time where he said if there's gonna be a fucking tornado, make sure you're vaccinated. Like he said that. He said that. I'm not. You saw that, right?
Well, you know in America they have the COVID tornadoes, right?
Yeah. It only
A tornado
affects
that spreads
unvaccinated.
COVID.
Yes.
No. It's a tornado that only picks
Ruins
up
houses of
that are unvaccinated.
COVID
of
victims.
unvaccinated
It's
people.
agile, bro. It's like,
Okay.
Oh no.
skip that house. Oh,
Almost.
It kind of like, you know, when Moses was instructed to put blood over the
The
doors.
doors.
Yes,
Ah,
yes. It all makes
You
sense
just put a
now.
vaccine
It's
stamp
perfect.
on
It's a
top.
logic.
biblical
Perfect logic.
story.
No problems.
What
Anyway,
it is. It's chosen.
I'm wondering what the hell happened to Kimberly? Was that her name?
Yes, Kimberly.
So
How do you say it?
the Secret Service director.
Kimberly?
Yeah, I'm not sure what her name is. I saw a couple of clips of her being on trial, but I didn't give him a lot of time.
Is she on trial? Like, is
I
she
don't know.
arrested for something?
She's being asked about what happened, woman. How did this happen? Right?
Yeah.
Some people on the panel are like, what the fuck happened? Give
Yep.
us a straight answer.
Okay.
So
I
it's
don't know.
basically all the questions that every regular person has, right?
Okay.
Towards Kimberly Cheetle.
Cheetle. Cool.
Cheetle.
Kimberly Cheetle is her
Okay.
name. And basically, we're going to talk about how ridiculous and comically absurd this is. Like,
Obviously, we've said it in the last episodes, and we
Oh, yeah,
pointed out a
they
couple of.
dropped the ball big time.
Now there's footage of how ridiculous it is,
Cool.
to what extent it gets at, and the ending of it is kind of satisfying to people because
Well, we'll see.
All right,
yeah,
tell
you'll
us.
see.
Am I playing the video?
So I think there's a small clip. This woman, her name is fuck's sake. There's so many fucking American names. They're not easy, bruv. They're not English names.
No, they're all over the world.
What's this? Nancy Mace.
Nancy Mace,
Nancy
right?
You did say Nancy.
Yeah.
I did say
good.
that.
So there's many clips, but Nancy Mace is one of the main ones that it's like me and you are asking her, or a regular person that
She's a
you know.
congresswoman.
Yeah,
or something,
she's high up in there, but she's asking logical fucking questions, right?
Yeah.
And somehow, you know.
She's not getting any answers.
So I want to start with this clip, right? And then we'll see where it goes.
Okay.
It's a few minutes, but trust me, it's worth it.
And it falls on you. And although I appreciate your hollow words that the buck stops
Your
here,
hollow words.
I was actually hoping for some answers. Director Cheetle, you must answer
Cheetle,
to the American people if you want to stay in charge. It's really, really simple. You want to
It's a
keep your
government
job,
job,
right?
bitch.
Well, yeah, you didn't do your
Okay.
job. Tell us
the
why.
The best way to keep your job is to answer the questions, not play this shell game, not sing the Slim Shady song. Wasn't me. I mean,
That's
come on.
Shady.
That's not his song.
How long did you prepare
Anyway,
for this hearing?
fair.
That's good she doesn't know that.
I've been preparing for
Tried
this
the
hearing
reference.
over the weekend and into last week.
Okay,
Oh.
5 days, 6 days,
Wait,
As soon as I was notified
and how long was that?
about this hearing,
Okay, 4 days,
I began preparing.
4 days, 3 days.
I'm not sure the date that I got the letter asking me to be
Why?
here.
What are you sure of? Are you sure
she's
the
the
color
boss,
of your
right?
hair? Are you sure the color of your suit? I'm just
you
like tell
delusional?
the American people, what are you sure of? You
got
don't even know
Bidenism?
when you started preparing for the hearing? I mean, the biggest
wasn't months
hearing
ago,
of
it
your
was
life,
days.
and you have no clue. You can't remember.
She's making a point.
When you started preparing for this hearing, can you understand why those words seem hollow to the American people who are supposed to entrust their
She needs
faith
a
in
Oh,
you?
she's going hard this
I
time.
assure you,
Oh.
the moment I received notification,
But you can't remember.
because she keeps
You got
saying it
little
ends with me.
Alzheimer's, dementia going. I mean, what, you can't remember.
She's got
we have
Bidenism, I'm
several
telling
active
you.
investigations going on and an operational agency to run.
Made that up.
When politicians
But you
don't
want to take
remember.
accountability.
Yeah,
right? The
Bidenism.
buck stops with you.
We're coining
right?
that.
Look,
I'm
buck
taking
stops with
accountability.
you.
Super. Then let's start with trying to answer some questions.
Okay.
Again.
You keep referring to the FBI. When asked how many shell casings were on the roof, you referred to the FBI. When asked if there were explosive in the car, you referred to the FBI. When asked if Crooks was acting alone, you referred to the FBI. See a common
She's the
theme here. I
Secret
can go on
Service.
and on.
She's the chief.
Like,
My question
boss,
is,
yeah.
Director.
She's the
who
guy.
at the
She's
FBI
she should know
should I
everything.
speak with?
Nothing should slip by her.
Yeah.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
The FBI is responsible for the criminal
Is there a name?
I'm not certain.
I'm not certain.
Who
All
at
right,
the
here we go.
FBI
I'm
is
not
running
I love this
certain.
woman,
I don't
this
know.
Nancy.
Let me ask a different question. Have you been in communication with the FBI?
Yes, I have.
With whom?
I speak with the director and the deputy director.
Okay. And what have they shared with you about this investigation? So I'll give you an opportunity to answer again. Did they share with you how many shell casings were on the roof?
They have shared with me the evidence
Did they
they've collected.
share with you how many shell casings were on the roof?
Yes.
Okay, how many were there?
Don't remember.
I would refer to the FBI for their
How
investigation
many were there?
and their information that they need to
so much
share
better.
in their
These,
investigation.
I'm
Gets
So
better.
getting
they
pissed off.
shared
I'm
the
getting pissed off
information
at this.
with you. You just don't want to share the information with
Obviously.
us, correct?
We have concurrent investigations that are going on.
So they have shared this information with you. You know the answer to the question.
Why is this such a
You
secret?
just refuse to answer the question from the member of Congress who has subpoenaed you to be here. Is there a different answer to that question?
She has to answer. If she's
I was
subpoenaed.
always willing
Yes.
to come here and testify before this oversight hearing.
Beautiful. Then let's
Wasn't a-
do that.
that was-
Let's for once have your actions match your words. So you've been in communication with the FBI. You know the answers, and you refuse to tell us the answers. So I will ask you again. You know how many shell casings were on that roof. What is the answer to that
She's
question?
getting pissed off
I
now.
think it's pertinent
What
to talk.
is the answer to that question?
I think it's pertinent to talk to you about the information that the Secret Service has
You're gonna
and that
love
the
her more
Secret
in a
Service
bit.
knows related
I'm
to the
asking
events
you
on
an
that day.
answer to the question. If you're supposed to be
She
in
wants her
charge,
to
if the
say,
buck stops
"I'm
with
not telling you."
how come you can't
Yeah.
share
Yeah.
the
Oh, no,
answers?
take some-
What are
yeah.
you
Take some
covering?
What are you
responsibility.
covering up?
What are you hiding, my friend?
What are you hiding?
Something's hiding
Yeah,
here.
for sure.
Then why
like,
can't
these
you
are
answer a
simple
simple
questions.
question?
Why can't you
I would
answer?
leave it to the criminal investigation to answer questions related to that.
When
should
you
just put her on
talk to the
fucking trial.
FBI
Like, just finish her.
and you ask them how many explosives, well, let me ask you, did you ask them how many explosives were on the roof? Did they answer
Were
that
there
question?
explosives
Or
on the
in the
roof?
car, excuse me. Did they answer that question for you?
Yes.
Yes. So you know the answer to that question that my colleagues have asked you. But again, you refuse to give us the answers. You're playing this wasn't me. Well, I submit to you, if you can't, and it's not a can't, it's a won't. It's not a can't. It's not a I don't know. It's a I choose not to answer the question. Well, let me tell you, Miss Cheadle, if you're going to lead, you need to lead. If you want to be in charge, then answer the question or step aside and have someone with the courage and the guts to answer to the American people the questions that they deserve answers to. And
Man, it
with
was a
that, I
fucking
yield.
clown show.
Right, that's finished. So,
Wow.
because you're okay,
Like,
you're a little bit behind. I'm gonna get to the point with her.
So that's been happening for how long?
This has been a
This is
week
just
now.
one person though. There's more people doing this to her.
There's another 3 or 4 people like proper
Going after her.
showering
Yeah,
her
yeah,
with
yeah,
fucking, you know. She's quit,
Well, I mean,
obviously,
So
and she got arrested.
So
actually arrested.
Yeah, so
Good.
like, yeah.
So the
because-
director of the Secret Service quit.
Yes.
And then she got arrested.
so,
Okay.
so,
So what the fuck are they hiding?
It's like saying next on America, like
Yeah,
next on.
It's a show. It's
okay,
a fucking show.
so let's go to.
Sorry, Americans, but you must know you're like a bit of a joke
Yeah,
to
that's
the world
a joke
right now. Yeah.
That's a joke.
Let's go
It's
to.
not even-
No, this is the shit that you see in these like 80s, 90s action movies, like really cheesy shit that you're like, that would never happen in real life.
Whoa.
And yet, here we are in America.
Again, basic questions, people, you know? And he's
Mm-hmm.
got like a whole. I like this guy. I liked him. This was the first person I actually wanted to show, but the other one was like more aggressive about it. But he's got more
What, Nancy?
detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About what actually happened.
Yeah.
No, but I liked her. She called her out to her fucking
Yeah.
face.
She just went like.
She went hard. She went like I would go.
Yeah.
Can't answer a fucking question.
How did a 20-year-old loner with a week's notice pick the absolute best location to assassinate President Trump when the entire Secret Service missed it?
Yeah.
Director
How
Cheadle,
was
in
it
your
so
leadership,
easy
your
to
agency
get
got
there?
outsmarted and outmaneuvered by a 20-year-old. How can we have any confidence that you could stop a trained professionals from a nefarious nation state?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was just an amateur. That was
Those
just
are
a kid.
absolutely questions that we need to have
I know the
answers
question,
to.
Watch
but
her, bro.
you know, the fact of the matter is we can't have that confidence. Director, do you have the ability personally, and do you have the authority to beef up security of any of your protectees?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So were you also aware there was a credible threat President Trump was facing? He was facing a heightened security threat to a foreign adversary?
Yes.
Okay. So given that there was an increased threat to President Trump's life, was he provided a full security complement akin to what a sitting U.S. president would receive?
He was provided a full complement of security based on the threat assessment that we had.
That's not my
Were they
question.
like the
venue.
B-listers
My question
of
is,
the
if he'd
Secret
been the sitting
Service, yeah?
president, would he have had the same security he had on July 13th, or would have been beefed up?
There is a difference between the
So
sitting
he did. So
president
your answer is he didn't.
and continuity of government and the
So
responsibility
he
that we
did
have.
not. Okay, there wasn't a CAT team, full CAT team on site. There wasn't counter-surveillance teams on site. But this is the thing. You just said you had the ability to beef up the security. You knew about the threat, and you didn't. And that's as telling as it is chilling. We have satellite images from the Butler Fairgrounds. Have you visited the site?
No, I have not.
Bro, I saw
9
it.
days
It's
you
pathetic.
have not visited the
She
site.
hasn't visited the site. The
The director.
This
Those
is-
people fucked up.
Oh yeah.
This is
no,
not.
I mean, the whole thing fucked up.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
now there's an investigation, and she didn't even
She did-
bother.
no, she
I
didn't
think
even go
this
to
is
see.
9 days later.
He says
And
the
she
number.
still hasn't gone.
She hasn't gone.
No, bro.
Bro, I've seen
look,
people go up there and climb up to the roof. There was a 70-year-old man that climbed onto it. No problem. Like it's not even a hard climb, right?
There's no-
And you could see
Everything.
them coming up. It's ridiculous. It was a clear line of shot.
57 minutes
Bro.
before the guy was reported on the roof.
Oh,
An
it's
hour.
just- they wanted him to. They wanted
Anyway.
him to. Yeah, they wanted him dead.
You should have been there that night. Did you talk to, that evening, did you talk to the team, the heroes that surrounded the president? Did you call them that night?
They were still operational working.
So that's
for
an answer is
protection.
no. Did you call them the next day?
I told you this, and I'm gonna say it. I bet you when this shit was going down,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
partying, bruv.
She was waiting
She
to get
wa-
a call to
because-
say he's been assassinated.
Yeah, because
Oh,
she was
no.
prepared to deal with the consequences
Of a dead Trump.
of dead Trump.
Yeah.
Now,
He's
for
alive.
some
so
fucking
fuck.
miracle, he turns his head, and now they're like, "Oops, Now, so what are you gonna do? I'm gonna put you to jail. Don't worry, we'll look
So
after
basically,
you.
yeah.
She's only gonna do a few years. Don't worry, like she'll be fine.
No, so they were getting ready to face the consequences of
Yeah.
failing
They
to
had
protect
the plan
him.
of how to
Yeah,
cover
yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. Oh,
they
fuck.
it was
Yeah.
all. This is the what we're thinking. Like it was all a part of the puzzle. But one little mistake has changed the whole thing, and now she's been questioned all of these fucking things. Like
She has no answers.
So I think Trump right now, he's putting up the face of Secret Service, the heroes.
Oh no, he's
But
fuming, bro.
He's not
He's
counting
gonna
on
repl-
them anymore, bro.
He's
He
going
knows
to
what he's
replace
doing.
the lot
He's
of
not
them.
counting
Bro.
on them anymore, bro.
Bro, he's gonna call Putin. He's like, bro, who's you?
Who's you got?
Who you got?
Who
Like,
you got?
you
Send
got
me
any-
over.
you got-
Send him over.
I'll give you.
I trust you more than I trust my own people.
I'll give you $1 billion.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, it's not even money.
For each.
I'll take you lunch. We'll
Yeah,
talk.
We'll talk.
Like,
we'll talk. We'll make an
yeah,
agreement.
yeah, yeah.
I'll give you a part of Alaska back,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
You'll be like, okay,
Yeah.
this is super. I
Stop
like
the
this.
war. Have a bit of Alaska. We're all good.
He's
It's
got,
all good.
bro. When you've got, he's got chips to bargain with. Do you know what I mean? He's got a lot of chips to bargain with. So
But he drills her.
drills her, bro.
Yes, I spoke with
You call him the very next day, not the day of. Or was it 72 hours after?
And by the way,
So
on
he
her-
knows. He knows
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
on
yeah,
her
yeah,
resi-
of course.
on
He's
her
asking.
resignation.
Resignation.
On her resignation, she says the reason I couldn't answer is because it's under fucking blah, 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 and it's,
Investigation,
it's the Secret Service for a reason. I get that, but that's now your whole point of Secret Service has been it's not up to
It's diluted
Up to par.
because
Yeah,
you
up
fucked
to-
up. So how do we fix
so
it?
yeah. So you need to tell us. You know what I mean? Like people want answers. It's not secret anymore. You fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, you know,
It's
it's clear
obvious,
to
it's
the
in our
world
face.
to see. Like all of us can see. Like, dude, like that shouldn't be happening at any
Shouldn't, bro.
point. You can't be.
Bro, I
like,
don't
their
expect-
job is to protect you.
Let's be
yeah,
honest.
From this kind of stuff. Like they're supposedly hand chosen,
There's
the best of the
world,
best,
bro,
right?
third world
These
countries
guys.
would have done better than that.
For sure,
We would have done better than that.
bro. If us two
Some
were in
Cypriot
charge of the
would
security,
throw
yeah,
a rock.
like we know nothing, right,
Yeah,
about
nothing.
security and stuff.
Every roof.
Yeah, we know
four
that.
guys.
Yeah.
Shut up.
If you're
Like, how difficult is that?
if you have
Just set 'em
half
up
a
there.
brain and half of instincts, right, and you see someone climbing on a fucking roof, yeah,
Hey,
what the fuck?
the president's coming in an hour. What are you doing?
You don't need
What's
to
with
be.
a gun, mate?
You
Yeah,
don't
you know,
need to
what's
be
with a tripod?
at the level of the Secret
Bro,
Service.
I'm sorry, but you showed me a video before we started this podcast.
My
all
more
right?
security would have done
Bro,
better.
you showed me a video before we started this,
Yeah.
of that woman that got shot by the cops.
Yeah,
Okay?
that was
No hesitation.
no
like,
hesitation.
That was so fucked
I
up.
rebuke you in the name
I
of.
rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Yeah, rebuke you in the name of
Because she
Jesus.
was holding hot water. All right. So basically, you showed me that, and he didn't hesitate a second.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
these
yeah.
guys that are trained
like the
to
two-
kill, that is their.
It's like,
that
come
should
on,
have
guys.
been his
We
instinct.
needed
That is
that.
your target.
We
Yeah,
needed
he's
that.
looking at a guy with a
Bro,
gun.
we needed that officer at the rally.
Yeah.
That's what we needed.
Yeah.
And we needed.
That's not to praise him. That's just to say he should have been quicker
And we
on
needed
the trigger.
We
you
needed
know?
these cunts at the duty.
Bro,
Yeah,
it
just,
is a joke.
Just passive.
But
just
it
sitting
gets
there.
better. It gets better because this guy analyzes it, and you're gonna love it because he's talking numbers.
Yeah.
Don't know the timeline, but I spoke
Oh, he's
with
already
them.
You're under
started.
oath.
Immediately
Seven-
I think it was
Yeah,
72 hours after you waited 3 days. What is immediately clear is that there are a number of structures that need to be secured. Of these, Director, other than the first, immediate 4, what's the most dangerous site that should have been secured? Because
You
you
know-
know, security 101, you got to mitigate the high ground.
I can ask a 10-year-old kid and he'll answer
Yes.
me.
Okay. Do you know what the next most dangerous site? What was the closest structure to the president, other than the 4 immediate ones that you had your counter sniper teams on?
There are a number of structures around that event site.
Like
Oh,
three
shit.
more.
You know who the shooter knew? The shooter has visited the site 2 more times than you have, and he had a drone, and he picked the AGR building.
Because she still hasn't been there.
So you said, do you remember in an ABC interview you did that you didn't have people on the roof of the AGR building because you were worried about safety because of the slope?
Watch this.
I recall that statement.
Okay.
The slope. Have you seen the slope?
Watch.
Does the Secret Service have written policy you can share with us about slope roofs?
No.
So why'd you act like there was one? Because is it your practice to comment on enormous events of enormous national implications when you're ignorant of the facts? That's rhetorical. So here's this thing with the slopes. You go all up to like 1812. You can go to a 112, which is about as flat as you can get without it being completely flat. And you're saying that there was a danger, safety concern there, But the problem is, Director, you put your counter snipers on a 312 roof, which is steeper than the 112. And by the way, the 112 is ADA compliant. You can build a ramp for a wheelchair on a 112 roof. So these are nothing but
I'm telling you,
pathetic
a
excuses.
70-year-old man
Pathetic
climbed
No
it
sense in their
very
ways.
easily.
How dumb. All the law enforcement I've spoken with over the last 9 days are amazed that the AGR rooftop was not secure. And you want to know why? Because it's dangerous. I have never had any long gun training in my life. I own an AR-15, and last time I shot it one time my whole life. It was 6 years ago.
To answer another question, it's not a sniper.
No, it's a rifle.
Yeah. So because people are, it's a sniper shot. Thank God it wasn't. It's basically, I saw a whole video.
You're not gonna get a lot of moments where you see me gloat, but in
What
the
does that mean?
Gloat,
Brag.
All right.
But in the last episode, as soon as it happened, that's exactly I named the gun and the bullets.
Yeah.
AR-15,
Yeah.
5.56.
So there's a guy on YouTube. He made a fantastic video. Maybe we can put the link. All right, and he's explaining exactly the gun, and he put a dummy of Trump and this and that and this and that for all the conspiracy theories that it was planned and this and that and this and that. Right? He's got the actual. It's only
Planned
a
by
hole.
Trump,
It's
you
a
mean?
hole, bro.
Planned by Trump, you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. It's a hole on the gun,
I wouldn't
and
trust
there's a red dot,
Yeah.
and it's 130 yards away, right? The fact that if it was a sniper,
He would be dead.
Yeah,
His head
here.
would have gone.
So the video is amazing because he breaks it down and he gets rid of all the fucking
No,
conspiracy
he had
theories.
the wrong optic. The
Yeah.
kid had the wrong optic for the job.
Yeah.
Well, he
If
wasn't a professional, was
It
he?
was his dad's gun.
No, if he had a sniper optic, even on an AR-15,
It would've
Right.
got
what
him.
that would have done is the crosshair would have been the full face. So you couldn't have missed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas now he's got a red dot
He's just
with
trying
maybe
to-
a 2-3 times magnification. So the red dot is the whole face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So he just
any
skimmed him.
slight movement and you might be
Throws you.
completely off
It's like when you
target.
zoom into the moon with your phone,
Yeah.
and just
You start losing it with a little.
like 1 millimeter
Yeah.
is like
It goes-
10 meters.
You know, so
Right.
this actually makes you think, like, if he was a hired,
Assassin.
wouldn't they have suggested, by the way, just use a long-range scope? Like, I don't know.
Maybe
Wouldn't
they were being
have-
stingy, Chris.
Huh?
Maybe
they
they
would be
found an
stingy.
opportunity. Ray, there's someone on the roof. Leave him. Just leave him. Let's see what happens.
See
Just
what
spice
happens.
things up. Anyway, watch the numbers
That
now.
is until Saturday, where we recreated the events in Savoy, Texas. We recreated what happened in Butler. I was lying prone on a sloped roof at 130 yards at 6:30 at night. And I knew
Same
that he
time
had
as
so
well.
many no
Everything,
time,
just in case.
red dot or magnified. So I shot 8 rounds from both. You know what the result was? 15 out of 16 kill shots. And the one I missed would have hit the president's ear. That's a 94% success rate. And that shooter was a better shot than me.
Wow.
It is a miracle President Trump wasn't killed.
Honestly.
It's a fucking
It
miracle.
is,
bro.
he's like.
Torre's life is over because that damn shooter made it on the roof. And it wasn't the roof that was dangerous, it was the nut job on top of the roof. You know what else is dangerous? I believe your horrifying ineptitude and your lack of skilled leadership is a disgrace. Your obfuscating today is shameful. And you should be fired immediately and go back to Garden Doritos. We should tell you back.
Yep. Man, oh man, oh man. That's the fucking
So
world.
she's in jail.
She's in jail. She got arrested immediately as soon
Is
as
it-
she.
Yeah, but it's probably one of them hotel jails. You know what I
Bro,
mean?
they said to
They're
her.
just holding
Let's
her.
be honest. At this point, let's just fucking say it. Yeah. Everyone's thinking the same shit. Why can't we say it? It was set up. Things went a little bit off, and now she's like, you know what? Let's just fucking go. You're gonna have to go to prison.
Well, yeah, someone has
But
to pay
don't
for
worry,
this now.
we'll look after you. Because at the end, her last video, when she admits all her fuck ups.
So we didn't get answers. That's my point.
Yeah, it
My
was
point
all-
is we
she-
didn't get answers.
She was deflecting,
So what's-
dodging all the questions.
They've accepted this to go to the point where we can't get any answers. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
too
but
late.
If you
It's too
can't
late.
give an answer, then that should just be you're guilty.
Yeah.
Of what though?
Of what?
Of what?
Failing to fucking.
She failed, and that's why she probably lost her job and got arrested.
No, but I'm sorry, but at those high-ranking government jobs, there needs to be
but she's obviously wasn't alone. I don't think she failed because of incompetence. She failed because of a plan.
She failed
There
because
was
Trump
a
got
plan
lucky.
which
There
failed.
was an agenda, and things went
Who
fucked
else
up.
was in the plan? Those are the
Yeah.
questions now that need to be answered.
You know
and
what
they're
I
not
don't get?
asking the
This is the
questions.
things that doesn't match the puzzle. This head of Congress or whoever she was exposing her in the beginning,
Nancy, yeah.
Nancy, right? Doesn't she know that Even right. What did Putin say in one of the?
She's probably not in on it.
Yeah. Putin said in one of his
Interviews
that I've seen many presidents pass the United States and they've all got big plans until the men with black suits come in and tell them what to do. Right? Who are these men with the black suits? Who are they talking about? When we say they are controlling it, when they say...
Listen, I think most people...
It's to the point where these fucking the Congress people, they don't even know.
No.
You know?
Bro, everyone's a puppet in there.
Yes.
There is no Republicans and Democrats. They're all being controlled by the same fucking people that run the show backstage.
Oh,
you know?
and someone like Nancy, it's just like the series. Someone like Nancy might be starting off with, fuck this, I'm gonna fix the system. And 7 years in, someone threatens her family. And she's like, oh, sure, everything's fine.
Yep.
That's it. Or threatens to expose. Or what they do if they don't have anything to expose, they'll set it up. They'll send a prostitute, a 17-year-old girl, you know what I mean? And then they'll take pictures and be like, yeah, there you go, you pedo. I'm going to expose you. You know what I mean?
You can backtrace it by seeing Trump's original campaigns and shit and see what they did to try and discredit him
every time.
It's like a playbook.
Yeah.
You know?
And
because everything else failed,
in jail. That didn't work. They tried to kill him. And now I'm sure Trump's like, what the fuck am I doing now? What, like, who am I? Who do I trust?
It's funny that everything people have been saying, you know, some YouTubers, is happening exactly the way they're fucking saying it.
All right. So moving on to a different conspiracy.
Yeah, let's go on something light.
No. I'm going to start with a bit of a brief history lesson.
Okay.
For
I love history lessons
any
from
of
Chris.
any of our listeners don't know about the Olympics and its origins. It is a Greek origin. Ancient Greece. The ancient Greeks came up with the Olympics. Okay, before the Colosseum, before I don't know, all other similar kind of stuff. Olympics were the OG.
Yep.
And I'm not going to give anyone any dates because I'm not sure and I don't want to make mistakes.
But that is a fact.
Yeah, that is a fact.
Like
now,
5,000 BC or
the,
some
the
shit.
reason the Olympics started, obviously, ancient mythology is very much tied into it. But the ancient Greeks were a very war-hungry nation. A lot of war between themselves.
Yeah.
Sparta, Athens, Macedonia, Crete, you know, all these locations, different locations within Greece, throughout the ages, they always used to go to war. And they figured out...
776 BC, by the way. First Olympics in history.
776 BC. There you go, almost 1000 BC.
Yeah, in Olympia, which
In
is why
Olympia.
it's called.
Yeah. Now, what they did in Olympia, they set up a whole stadium.
Yeah.
That's where the Hippodromo came from. I heard an American butcher it the other day. Hypodromos.
Oh my God, the priest.
No, some guy, some YouTuber I was watching.
Okay.
Hypodromos. That's, anyway. That's where they done the discus. The whole Olympic was done in Olympia.
Hippos means horse and dromos means road.
Road, yeah.
Hippodromos.
So
Horse road.
the reason why they came up with this was as a
Tribute.
to Zeus.
The mighty Zeus.
But the real excuse was to just pause on the war.
Let's take a break.
Let's just chill.
Let's compete.
Let's all recover a little
From
bit.
this moment to this moment, we're having
There
the
is no
Olympics.
war.
There is no war, so everybody gets a chance to pick up the dead.
And that
to
shit
bury
was
the dead.
serious because it was for the gods.
Yeah,
so if you were
That's
to
why
break
they tied it in with Zeus.
Right.
So you can't break it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Zeus is going to punish
Because
you.
they all believe in the same shit.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So it was a great time to regroup for every army. And at the time, it was just about winning. There wasn't times, world records and all that. It's like, okay.
No, it was glory.
So how it
Win
was.
or lose.
We start Olympia. Everybody travels to Olympia walking.
Or by horse.
Where
whatever.
is
Yeah,
Olympia
they make their way.
exactly?
I don't know.
In Greece.
In Greece.
I know it's in Greece,
Yeah,
but
I don't
where-
know
which,
exactly.
Or do you
we
want to
know?
like Google location?
Yeah, let's have a quick
Yeah, like is it an island? Is it
No, it's
in
not.
No, it's
mainland?
mainland.
It's
It's
mainland.
mainland.
Yeah, Athens.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know if it's
No,
Athens.
it's
No?
not Athens. It's actually, I think this was Sparta, bro.
Is the bottom?
I think this is Sparta. Yeah.
Bottom?
Yeah, bottom left. There's Athens there.
Yeah, that's Sparta.
I think that was Sparta.
Okay.
Mainland, around Sparta. So they would start the games. Therefore, they would cease all war. They would walk or horse.
Yeah, there was
or
a whole
cart.
ceremony before that,
and
which
they
is-
would go. And during the ceremony, they would anyone that wanted to join the Olympics would perform, and then the people in charge would say who
Audition.
is going to participate.
And that's how
Right?
we came
That's
up
how
with
it started.
auditioning.
That's how it started. They say it was done in the nude.
Well, yeah.
well-
The wrestling and stuff like that used to be.
Yeah,
'cause
well,
they used
they've done a bit of research and they're like, it doesn't really make sense because then they get hurt a lot more, you know, and
They weren't
break
wearing
skins
armor,
and all
were
that.
they?
Plus your knob is...
Yeah, one of the
Events.
sports
Which
was
one?
who can run the furthest with full armor because it was
For war.
for war.
Yeah.
Right.
And the armor weighed.
But they used to.
yeah.
It weighed a
They
good
used to
10,
cover
15
themselves in
kg
olive
at
oil and
least.
shit as well.
That's the theory. But anyway, it went on, and it was never about anything other than
Winning.
celebration and winning.
Yeah.
And honoring the gods.
The honor and the respect of the sport, of being a winner, of being a clean athlete, of
lit-
not being a cheat. There was a lot of cheaters.
Isn't it amazing, bro, that there's no second best.
It was no.
I feel
it's
like
the best.
The best is the best.
The best is the best.
But now there's second best, third,
First,
fourth,
second,
fifth,
third.
10th,
Yeah, yeah.
11th, 100th. Like, for fuck's
Yeah.
sakes, bro.
Well, you know.
Win or lose.
Got participate.
Imagine how tight it was. I mean, how strict to be, you know. And now it's like, oh, you're
And
right,
bro,
you're right
the
too. You're
suppo-
good too. I'm good. Everyone's
The
good.
most successful Olympian ever. Do you know who it was?
Hercules.
I can't remember his name, but yeah,
Maximus
he done
Aurelius.
everything.
It's that Greek dude from back in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ancient times, and
He done everything.
everything.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he
yeah.
got all the medals. Sort of thing.
He's the guy.
Pancratis.
Something like that.
Pancratios.
Quick.
Yeah.
So
Tripler.
one of the sports.
Triathlete.
The reason why I remembered Pancratios is because there was a sport called Pancratio. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now I never realized as a kid, but Pancration was the first form of the UFC ever.
Ah, it was
It
wrestling.
was mainly boxing wrestling, but they were allowed to do everything except bite and eye gouging.
Yeah.
Right?
Basically the same
So
as
that was the
today.
Pancratio, and that
Yeah.
was the epitome. That
what
was
about did
the
they
top
have,
sport.
The
Did
top
they have
sport
they
the
wanted to
kicking-
go to.
the kicking in the nuts rule must have been forever, right?
probably, yeah.
If it's
They
a legit
probably have
sport,
it.
because that's your shutdown button.
Well,
Yeah,
as,
yeah,
as
yeah,
long
they
as
probably had it. They
as long
probably
as
had
men have had balls, I assume that.
But imagine
rule has
this, I
been in
can,
place.
bro, I can cut your head off, but I can't kick you.
Well, that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Now-
Donny, you don't want
It's
to
a
do
cheat
that.
code.
It is.
If any of the fans are history buffs and they want us to make another episode dedicated to the history,
Let
full
us know.
history, we'll do it.
Oh,
But
that would be
the
great.
reason why I'm bringing it up this way is because, like I said earlier, the Greeks, it was all about the sport and the
Honor and-
respect and honor that came with it,
Yeah.
right? Obviously, let's pause the war. That was a great benefit.
Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore.
Right?
No.
Then the Romans came in. Things started
Copycats.
changing. No, when
Sorry.
they took over,
A bit more of a show now.
Yeah.
money came
Money.
in. The winner got a prize. Okay? So now it all changes.
Yeah.
They start building teams, they start cheating more, they start spying and doing all that kind of stuff. It loses the essence
Yeah.
of the
Of
creation.
honor, of
right?
trying to be the best.
And that's the first step of
The
where I'm going with
purity
this.
of
The
it
purity,
Yeah.
went
exactly.
away.
Exactly.
So that's the first step of where I'm going with this. Then Europe took over, Christianity.
Lovely.
And they said, no. This is paganism. Cancel it. And they cancelled it. Because it was worshipping fake gods. The
Okay,
Zeus,
ancient
it was
Greek
dedicated
gods.
to Zeus,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
it? So they cancelled it. You know who brought it back? More or less.
Hitler.
The Germans.
The Germans.
Nazi Germans.
Nice.
Because they were, to be honest, they were doing a lot of archaeological work.
Wait, the Germans or the Nazi Germans?
The Nazi Germans.
Like was it I think it was 1932 Olympics
Early
or something like
30s.
that.
Early
I think
30s.
90
Before they were officially Nazis.
Who
but
was in
those
charge
No,
back
they
then?
were the Nazi party. They were in charge, but they weren't the Nazis that we know.
Hitler was partially in charge, not completely in charge.
No,
he
he
had a
he
position.
hosted the Olympics.
He
while
started
he was
hosting the
Führer.
Olympics. Yes.
Wow,
And he
man.
put the first black guy in it as well.
Jesse Owens.
Oh, wow,
And
He
bro.
he
was
killed that
open-minded, Hitler. Listen
No,
to this.
no. Bro, do you know Jesse Owens?
Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
No,
Do you?
tell
Okay. He hosted the Olympics, Hitler, right, in Germany back then. And
In the 30s.
yeah, black American guy.
Yep.
Jesse Owens killed every event, like destroyed everyone, set new world
Runners,
records and everything.
jumping, everything.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hitler's just sitting there like,
Very good, very good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But you could see, like, when he was...
He's fuming.
Oh, bruv, he was fuming.
Inside, he's
Like,
dying.
I bet he couldn't believe it.
He wanted that Olympics to be a show to show the
For his
German
race.
superiority.
Yeah.
Psychologically speaking, his whole purpose of his existence was to find a superior being.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he wanted it to be white
it
with
had
blue
to be
eyes.
white
But
with
it
blue
wasn't
eyes,
the
exactly.
superior being he wanted.
No.
Asian race.
Exactly. He's like, look at this.
So
Look at
anyway,
this
Get
guy
back to the
running.
point.
So he brought it back for
Yeah.
whatever reason, whether it was respect of the ancient Greeks, because there's those
No,
theories.
it was propaganda.
No,
It was just
there's those
gain some
theories
favour.
of he had respect of the Greeks because they were a war nation. You know what I mean? So it depends. We don't know. Okay? But it came back, and it came back big, and since then it's been coming back big. And this year, unfortunately, we got the not first, but it has officially started again, just like when the Romans took over.
Yeah.
A
It
fucking joke.
completely took a different identity.
Death.
It's not about the sport anymore. No. It's about reaching millions of people.
It's
right?
It's about
a
numbers.
platform.
It's just about
it's
numbers.
a platform to reach millions
Spread out
of
whatever
people.
message you want to spread.
All right. So let's start with the location: France, Paris.
Yes.
It's funny that they do that with different events over the years, you know?
Yes.
It started with the Eurovision a few years ago, and any time something they lose interest
They
in.
tried to do it with football. They
They
changed
tried
the
to do-
English
yeah.
team into a rainbow,
UFC.
and the Brits are like, "Fuck this!"
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, by the way, did you see the fuck up with Korea?
Which one?
They announced North Korea, South Korea, or the other way around,
Oh.
and they just...
So they
South
had a fight
Korea-
moment.
Oh my
So
god!
South Korea and North Korea, they must have said.
Yeah.
So
And-
I don't think North Korea is part of the.
Probably not.
And they,
No, they don't.
They done a legit.
They don't
like,
get involved.
France is they fucked it there.
So
bro.
France, location, Paris. First of all, Paris is lost.
Oh mon Dieu! It's gone.
It's the last few years.
It's been taken over.
Disgusting.
Let's say it's been taken over.
What happened?
It used to be the land of cheese and bread.
I was watching
and
the other
wine.
day.
No, man.
People
It's-
walking in the streets, and it's not like there was a riot or anything. I'm talking about tents. Like that's constantly what it looks like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm
it's about to
thinking-
boil over.
And I was thinking, I can't believe I thought about taking Natalia there on a romantic trip.
No,
I
no.
told you.
Right,
I told
what?
you,
No,
bro.
no, it's
Paris
not-
is not like what you
No,
think.
no, no.
Paris is gone to shit.
It's gone.
It's not Ratatouille anymore, mate.
It's not.
It's
Nah.
just.
It's a bit dark now. It's gone back to the other town.
Oh yeah, it went back to the fucking when it was where there was shit in the roads.
Yep.
Basically.
So obviously, now it comes
Medieval
up that
times.
in the River Thames, is it the Thames? No,
No.
river, whatever river they've got there,
I don't know.
it's
What river
it's full
goes
of
to
shit.
France?
yeah, and they were trying to clean it for
All
the.
right, and they were trying to clean it for the Olympics, and the mayor or whatever, she promised we're gonna have a sparkling
Iguana?
clean.
Iguana?
Iguana.
No, iguana.
Sparkling clean river.
Chameleon Rivers.
No.
No?
Where the sports are going to be held in. And people were like, nah, fuck this. I'm not swimming in a shit river.
No. Obviously.
what,
Die.
Yeah, what are you doing to us? All right? So it started there.
So they wanted them to swim in the river.
Yes.
For what? Just for the
Just
show,
to
yeah?
prove that Paris is good.
Oh, you swim then.
You swim there,
Yeah,
exactly.
show us.
Yeah. So she promised that's going to be ready, and it's not.
Of course not. You
Okay.
can't just quick time that shit. That takes time.
Apparently, because when it rains and it overflows, the rainwater
It
is going
brings
to
in
the
all the-
drainage, and the drainage system leaks into the river.
Okay, so
You
maybe
know?
not swim in the river then.
And it's don't
Just-
swim in the
just
river.
give
Have
it
a
up.
pool.
Yeah.
Get a pool. Right? I'll help you build it. You know, I'll give you some money. Right? Anyway. So Paris has gone to shits. River is shit. Never mind. They've got everything. Now Olympics start. Okay? First of all, they've run out of food.
Because, you know.
They don't have enough food to feed enough
athletes.
eggs and protein, meat.
Oh!
What
For the
athletes need.
athletes.
They don't.
So
So,
hold
they're
on.
rationing. The chefs are rationing.
It's just started.
It's just started.
It's like day 3 or something, isn't it?
Okay? Paris.
There's a French chef. He's like, I'm quality, I know quantity.
Yeah. I mean, make it
Little
nice.
croissant with a little bit of jambon in the middle for you.
Forget
Is
the
that a small
croissant, mate.
portion?
That's not going to do nothing
Is that
for
you
me.
want to be quick? What? You want to
the
put
runner's
weight?
like, bro, I'm 6'3", I'm 100 kilos, I want to run,
It's
I
like
need
you
some
said,
steaks.
no, you want quality over quantity?
Yeah, that's basically what
This
it
is
is.
what we
So, food's ran out.
Oh.
Okay?
All food. Here's some radish.
They're rationing.
It reminded
That's
me
the
of
problem.
of the
All
KFC
right?
chicken crisis.
Obviously,
Wings.
the bed story continues. Now the beds are made out of cardboard.
But that's
All right.
fine. No, this is they're
It's-
taking the piss
all
out
right,
of that.
Let's just be funny about
No,
that.
no, no. That makes sense to me though. I'll defend this one.
What? No orgies? What?
No, no, no. First of all, it's bullshit. These card box, they're solid, bro. I've seen one of these athletes jumping like, bro, the beds are fine. They're solid, okay? It makes sense to just, why would you get thousands of
actual
new beds?
Yeah, you're taking it that way.
Yeah, like it's
I'm
fine,
not
bro.
seeing it that way. I'm seeing it that they're punishing them.
No, but they're not. They're giving them condoms and shit as
Give
well.
them a
Like, it's
fucking
not-
hotel room,
Yeah, but bro.
But look how many
When they
of them
take
there
away
is,
your
bro.
food and
They-
your
they-
sleep.
They all do this.
10,000.
Yeah, but this is not the only...
No, there's 10,000 athletes.
Yeah, just athletes.
Wow.
So they're saving the hotels and
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah,
public as well, that they're going to come and
No,
visit
I
them.
get where you're coming from.
Yeah,
and you're
but
making
they're
a point.
elite
You're
athletes.
making a
No,
point.
Don't be
com-
wasteful is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, but Chris is saying they're elite athletes. They should have some steaks and some beds.
Well, but we're not hearing the athletes complain about this. It's
Well,
everyone else that's complaining.
Maybe
The
they've
athletes are coming
signed.
up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You know,
I don't
anyway.
know. I don't know.
So,
They
so-
look all right, to be honest.
Now things are
I've
getting
slept at
worse. There's two ways things are getting worse.
Yeah.
I don't know which fucking population group decided to do this, but there's been, and I will coin it, a terrorist attack, but the media is not coining it a terrorist attack. They're coining it an organized attack.
What's the difference?
Okay?
exactly.
So what happened?
Don't terrorists get organized?
It's
They
the main-
went and they fucked up railroads simultaneously.
Oh,
Somehow they attacked some box of the system, which destroyed the railroad system for hours within
Yeah,
Paris
yeah.
as soon as it started. So I'm dreading what might happen in a couple of weeks
Yeah.
at an open event with thousands of peoples.
Don't
Hello?
worry, the Secret Service will be
Oh
there.
yeah, great stuff. Anyway, so that's one aspect of it. Look out for that,
Bro,
right?
and we all know that Paris has been previously targeted quite a few times,
Oh,
successfully.
bro.
yes, correct.
Very successfully.
Very
Bro.
And that's the
So-
first taste they've done it.
Yep.
But then, if you want to go into the wokeness of things, and we said they're using the Olympics as a platform.
Yes.
You want to know what they're pushing?
So-
It's not just about disrespecting the Olympics that way of just using it as a platform and fuck the sport. Let's
Yeah.
just push a message.
Yeah, let's start.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
because right now nobody's Googling best performer of Olympics.
No.
Everybody's Googling what happened to this guy and this guy and this guy. What's the drama?
Yeah.
Right?
But you
But
said...
now they're disrespecting a whole religion as well.
Yes.
And unfortunately, the only religion that takes it without saying anything.
It's Christians.
Right? Because if they were doing this on
Oh,
another
mate,
religion.
if you were doing this to any other religion,
They wouldn't dare.
all right?
they
They
wouldn't dare,
wouldn't
bro.
dare.
You know why?
Yes,
We
we
don't
know why.
fear God like they do.
What the fuck, bro?
We've got a bunch of.
Who's supposed to be Jesus here?
The middle one.
The middle one, huh?
The big fat one. Yeah, we're
Oh, bro, I've got
supposed
so
to
many
have.
things to-
We're supposed. This is a group of LGBTQ positive people.
Wow.
One of them that
This
blue,
insults me to the core.
This blue one with a beard. She was like he was the opening
Don't
thing.
use the
I don't know. He. I don't know what we're doing here.
It.
Oh my God!
You know, because there's a beard, but there's boobs as well. So my brain's very confused.
There's no chicks with
You know?
dicks. There's only guys with tits.
This is ridiculous.
Bro,
This is ridiculous.
This is
so
ridiculous.
this is
the opening ceremony,
explain
yeah?
this. This is exactly what.
This is the painting of Jesus and
By
his
Leonardo da Vinci,
disciples
the Last Supper, yeah?
having the Last Supper.
Yeah.
Was supposedly one of the most holy paintings. Is it Da
Da
Vinci?
Vinci, I think, painted
Da
it, yeah.
Vinci. Of the whole Christianity, of the whole religion,
Yep, it's-
depicting the fact that Jesus was real and had 12 disciples, and this was the Last Supper before he knew he was going to die for the sins of the human species.
It's the White House. It's the
Right.
fucking. It's everything. It's
the foundation.
It's Zeus on the mountain. It's
And they took it, and bro, even if you put a look-alike,
Bro.
even if you try and replicate the picture,
have
it's
they done this
disrespectful.
before? Have they done this before ever in any other
Bro,
form?
it looks
on
like-
Olympics.
No.
Gay Disney on ice.
Yeah,
That's what it-
Yeah,
like,
that's
looking at
exactly
that
what it looks
picture.
like. She looks like an evil witch
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to kill the mermaid.
Imagine I show this to my nan. Like, let's be real
say,
for a
this
second.
is the
I know.
I'll be like,
Christos-
oh yeah, this is what this is Jesus.
Yeah,
and the
this
12.
is Jesus Christ. Oh, and I think that is a child.
Aha.
That is a child.
Oh shit.
That That is a child. And I think this gentleman here, or a gentleman,
Or-
gentleman, bro, while he was dancing, things were fucking flying.
Swinging, you mean?
Swinging.
What was swinging?
He's
Things
junk
were swinging.
on TV, and they didn't blur it. But the YouTuber I watched, and he was talking about it, he had to blur it for YouTube.
The devil on earth.
But they didn't do it.
They
to
didn't
the
blur it.
millions.
Bro, it's swinging next to a kid.
Oh my god, bro.
Bro, this
is-
is a disgrace to sports. It's a disgrace to
Religion.
Our nation. It's a disgrace to events.
And-
There's no respect. What's ithigethima? There's no-
Customs.
There's no respect to anything anymore.
Ways
no
and
moral.
customs, something like that. Yeah.
Even if it wasn't the fucking replica of the 12 disciples and Jesus, right?
Why push this?
Why push this?
But what
What
is
about
this-
regular people, right, that don't want to watch this? It's directly disrespecting literally everything that humans stand
So
for.
this is Paris's, this is France's idea of this is how they want to
Is it
represent
their idea?
country.
Is it another agenda? Who
No,
fucking knows?
France is on the forefront of the wokeness agenda.
Oh, they're the top dogs, huh?
Paris,
This is why
Canada,
Yeah,
they're in.
this is
They're
why
all
they're
in.
Who
bro.
gave them that title?
They're all in.
America gave them
They're
that title.
all fucking in.
Bro, do you
Um,
remember China's opening ceremony and Greece's opening ceremony?
I mean,
those were two of my
you
favorite
used to
ones.
watch it,
Bro,
and you
did
used
you
to
see
fit-
the
bro, your hair
China
used
one
to stand
with
up.
the drums?
Mate,
That was
by the way, who's
incredible.
holding the...
Look at this one. the
Oh yeah,
Greek one.
Snoop Dogg was in it.
Oh, yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da. I love Snoop. But, brother, that's not your place.
Yeah, we ain't gotta do anything
Like,
in the Olympics.
Bro,
Bring Usain Bolt, man.
yeah.
Bring
Bro, just-
Ronaldo.
just
bring
bring-
LeBron
bring an athlete.
James.
Bro, you don't even have to. Just put any kid to fucking do
Anyone.
it.
Kids.
You know,
Why
it
Snoop?
doesn't have to be a celebrity.
It's just anything
Just put
anymore,
the whole
bro.
point of the Olympics is that it brings everyone together, no
Through
matter what
sports,
background.
yes.
Exactly. Why are you bringing? And I know that's the idea that they were playing on with their little
business.
LGBT.
We're inclusive.
Yeah, but that's just taking the fucking piss. You're
And
being
by the way,
disrespectful.
without fat shaming, but if it's an athletic event, sorry, there is a certain type of body type you need to be.
Unless you're
Right?
in the sumo wrestling, which is
Exactly,
not in the Olympics.
which is not in the Olympics yet.
I don't know.
Did you see her?
Yeah.
Did you see Jesus?
She doesn't represent the Olympics.
No.
It's just.
Why is she there? I mean, it's got nothing to do
With anything.
With the fucking.
She's there because
The whole
she's a
thing.
female.
Show the people what
Yeah.
an actual respectful ceremony should look
Yeah,
like.
let's put something that
This
used
is
to be
from 2004.
This was the standards, by the way.
This is from 2004 when it
20
was
years
held
ago.
in Athens.
In Athens. Back
And
home.
Back home.
Yeah.
It came back home. The epitome of respectfulness. Yes, there's half-naked people
But
on
it's-
stage, but it's done with a
Depicting-
level of respect and
Yeah, but
dignity.
They're depicting the
He's
ancient
wearing
Greek
white pants,
statues.
man.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, I kissed her.
oh, did I?
Yeah.
It's even then, people would have argued, oh, there's naked people.
Yeah, but they're not naked.
No,
they're
no,
wearing
they're not.
pants.
I know
they're wearing
I
pants.
know they're not.
This is tasteful though.
Nothing's swinging.
No.
Nothing is swinging.
But look how.
Everything's tight.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's where it should be.
Yeah. No breasts,
It's all good.
no beards on females.
No,
So you got the Parthenon in the background.
there's
there
not one
floating.
overweight person.
Look at this.
Hats off to these guys, man. They're super fit.
Yeah, man.
Their bodies are like sculptures.
Bro,
like,
yeah,
they
they are.
didn't. They
That's what I'm
picked
saying.
them like.
They just painted them. There's no padding on this.
This guy, these guys, these women, and these men are actual fucking
Proper athletes, bro. These
know,
are fit people.
And
But look
even,
at this,
even if they're
man.
models, I mean,
Look,
they're
the stage is moving. They're just playing a scene here.
yeah.
It's amazing. Look,
the discus
yeah.
throw.
Yeah, you know that.
So they're depicting all these ancient statues.
yeah, but you know what that comes from? The Greeks were the first to capture picture during movement.
Uh-huh. There
That
you
was
go.
the great thing about the pots
With the
they found,
sculpting and
that they could actually tell a story of their technique because they would have the beginning, the middle, and the end, and then the let go depicted on the whole vase or something, whatever it was called. So that's a great piece of interesting
see what I mean?
history
This
as
is
well.
like, this is nice, this is respectful.
Man.
This was cool. Like there's
It
a story
gives- it
behind
makes you
What the
feel-
fuck is the story behind the Paris one?
All it's got
What
to
has
do.
it got to do with
It hasn't.
this?
It's just
Inclusiveness.
But what
from
has it
their
got to do with the
perspective.
Last Supper?
Because
What does that have to do?
Really that I don't know.
That's what
No,
I'm trying to
So
figure out.
you're not
Because you
praising
got-
Christianity in any way.
No.
You're looking too much
No,
into
you're
it.
killing
They're-
it.
They're just looking for something for the kids to look at, right? That's
But
why
what
they
the
put
fuck
that
are you-
there. They're like, I know if we do this,
It's gonna anger these guys
exactly, and all
then
the other guys
are gonna come defend
and we
us.
start like again.
We get clicks.
So it's a complete opposite of the Olympics. It's about division.
It's
and
got
not
nothing to do with the Olympics.
It's division. It's
Yeah.
trying to give something for people to argue about.
Nothing to do with actual.
I'm just worried about if any of the results are gonna be affected by this shit.
Now,
You know what I'm saying? If
that's
they
where
go,
you throw away your TV and internet.
if
like,
they go, you know what? The second guy was gay. I want him to win, so you're disqualified. You know what I'm saying?
I hope not.
they
Should
make
happen.
exceptions, you mean?
I don't think they've accepted the trans thing. So I think they're keeping it that quiet. And I think it's funny that you still have women's and men's divisions, even though you're doing all this fucking shit.
Clown world.
Yeah? So they're saying women's swimming, men's swimming.
Yeah.
That's going against your whole argument.
You're
you
stupid.
Puss.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing anymore, man. They're trying to squeeze in everything just for fucking views.
But
I wanna-
business.
I'm not surprised they're pushing it this way.
No.
I am disappointed and
Of
a
course.
bit personally hurt because of the whole Greek thing. All right,
But
I'm not
where's the
surprised
line?
in any way. There's no
Where's
line
the
anymore.
line?
There's no line
They're
anymore.
gonna do it with your national anthem soon.
What-
They're gonna do it with everything.
What I'm scared of is another event here with all those people. That's gonna cancel. That's gonna just destroy the world, I believe. So let's
It's
watch
a
out for
very,
that.
very, very high possibility that, this is a reality and, there's a big group of people and they're trying to attract as many people as they can. Why? Why are they trying to attract as many people as they can of the woke community? Which, by the way, do you remember when woke was a good thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, when we were like,
it wasn't called
it
woke. It was just
started-
being tolerant
it
and
started,
respectful of other people's
yeah,
fucking...
no, it means the complete opposite of what we thought
Yeah.
it was.
All right, so I think we're all a bit fired up. So let's calm down a little bit. Let's remind everyone to like, subscribe,
Share.
comments. We're gonna try and get a few videos out of this whole episode.
Yep.
I just got an email from YouTube congratulating us.
Nice.
Literally, just got it. Congratulating us for passing 100 subscribers. So we'd like to say
Woo!
thank
Thank you, people.
I really appreciate it.
That's our
And
first
we'll
major
just-
landmark.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
our
yeah.
first fucking...
Yeah,
Like
well done us.
6 months of
Yeah.
recording later, 5 months of posting later, we're good.
Thank you for everyone.
Pat yourselves on the back. We're good.
And let's finish off with not a current conspiracy, but an interesting one.
Just to lighten up the mood again,
Yeah. Because
Now, I
I
think-
never really looked into this. I've heard bits and pieces here, but when Kiri mentioned it last week, I was really intrigued about what the fuck's happening in the cold regions of the world.
Yeah.
I think you're speaking about Alaska specifically.
Antarctica.
Antarctica, sorry.
Yes.
Antarctica.
The other A.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The other A.
Antarctica is south,
Yeah.
right? North
think-
Pole?
South. Not where Santa Claus. It's penguin time.
Okay, but it's under South Africa, penguin
Penguin
location.
Bill. I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty sure.
Okay.
It's one of the poles.
Yeah.
It's either north or south.
No, it has to be south. Is it south?
It's south.
It's south. Okay.
Just Google
Let's
where
just
Rudolph,
confirm it. Yeah, yeah,
Rudolph lives.
Where does Rudolph live?
There you go.
That's
Easy, bro.
not where he doesn't live in Antarctica.
It's North Pole.
Yeah, with Santa Claus.
Yeah. Oh, the weather outside.
Yeah, it's a continent, and it's the southmost continent. Yeah,
South.
fair enough.
There you go.
Why is it a continent though? If it's just a big block of ice in the
But
ocean.
it's huge. It's huge.
Yeah.
Right? It's a really big area.
So any form
There's-
of big
Ice.
big amount, no, it could be
Big
wood,
landmass.
big
of,
land.
of mass, yeah, is if
No,
it's that
no.
big, it qualifies
no,
as a.
No. It's a continent because it used to be part of Pangea.
Okay.
Pangea used to be.
Yeah.
So it's part of the split.
It broke
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
Thank
broke
you.
off,
I didn't
made its
know
way
that.
over there.
I did, but
didn't
not
know.
now.
And then there's different. There's lots of theories and conspiracies and ideas about Antarctica.
Conspiracies, you say?
I say that.
Oh my god.
never talk
bro.
about
Are you a fan of
conspiracies here.
aliens, Nazis, and pyramids? Come to Antarctica.
Literally, like
Everything.
Yeah,
They're all
oh my
there.
god.
Everything's there. So this shit started a long time ago. All right. They sent explorers out. Okay, before World War II. All right, we won't go to the Nazis. We're going to the
Okay.
1800 something.
While they were exploring the world, the
Which, if you
Spaniards-
want to go really back, Antarctica actually shows up on maps where it shouldn't be because
They never-
it
It wasn't discovered.
They couldn't travel
They
there.
couldn't have known about it.
Yes. Okay.
And it's showing up on maps
you know
accurately.
How, you know how maps work, and that's
Yeah. It's flat.
No,
but
no, no. It's a great way to anybody saying, "Oh, it's bullshit." It's a great way to prove them
Prove.
wrong.
Why
Because
is it
a
in
map,
there?
A map was always copied from a previous map.
Exactly.
It was
And
never. It was never just
Freestyle.
done freestyle.
No.
Yeah. Everybody used to copy off everybody.
Who got
Yes.
the first
Yeah.
one though?
Yeah. Well, that's
Adam.
an idea. Ooh.
The Anunnaki.
Moses.
Moses, maybe. Yeah, he
Moses,
traveled a lot, didn't he?
It's like, hey,
Lots
bro,
of walking.
it's been 38 years.
I got the
Like,
desert
let me give you
on
another 2 years and you're going to go where you need. Like, have this map 2 years, you'll be there.
So
Like-
Moses was the first Google Maps.
Yeah, first
He was the
explorer.
guy.
Yeah, he had the satellite. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
You got it?
Anyway.
So Antarctica.
Yeah.
So it used to show up on maps and shit, which was weird anyway.
Yeah.
But around 1860 or some shit like that, they sent this explorer down there. This guy was like the shit, right? He was
He knew what to
the
do.
main guy,
Yeah.
right? He goes over there, starts exploring, goes quite. He goes about 500 miles before the end of Antarctica, and then he has to give up and make
Okay.
his way back because harsh conditions. I mean,
yeah.
we're talking about it goes to minus 90 degrees Celsius.
Nice.
And the winds go
The
about 90
journey
miles
you're
per
saying
hour.
it took him months, probably, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
years.
years,
By
okay.
the end of it,
All right.
right? They barely. They only survived because the guy the main explorer, this English dude, I don't remember his name.
No,
now,
it's fine.
He wanted to go the whole way, right? But his crew was pulling him back because they were like, "We're gonna die. They had scurvy and all this sort of shit from being out there, right? Hypothermia, all of this." So they go back, and they report some shit to people, some weird stuff that they
Yeah,
saw.
that is all.
Like,
Nobody believed them.
like,
We'll skip onto it. We'll see.
okay.
So
Coming soon.
yeah, fast forward a few decades later.
Still 19th century?
America sends
19
early 1900s now.
Okay, so 20th century.
Yeah.
Okay.
They send the American explorer.
Uh-huh.
This guy was the top dog for them.
Okay.
He's no crazy conspiracy theorist or anything like that. This guy
No,
was
he's
a military
he's a general. He's a military man.
military man. Lots of awards for bravery.
Yeah.
All this shit.
Yeah.
Like top dog.
Yeah. He's not hallucinating.
No.
Yeah.
Send this guy out. He goes traveling around Antarctica, starts finding some very strange things, like pyramids and some things that are out of place. He starts seeing some rivers and stuff around. Right, that shouldn't be. There shouldn't be any lakes or anything.
It should be frozen.
Should be frozen.
Yeah.
We go to the 30s.
1930s.
So,
Yeah.
All right.
We'll go to the 30s now.
We've got a bit of technology now.
got a bit of technology.
Yeah.
There's these rumors that some Nazis have made their way there.
Oh, the Nazis, you say?
They're Nazis, I say.
All the way from Germany.
Yeah, because as we know, Hitler was quite
were fucking hotline.
quite a fan.
Right.
He was quite a fan of
He
the.
always
He
Yeah.
was,
occult and things
yeah,
like that.
ancient civilizations.
He
He,
was
was
the
a
guy,
fan of
huh?
that, bro.
He liked ancient technologies and things like that.
He had
believed in all
one
of
thing
it.
wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm joking.
Listen, he had a lot of good ideas. He had a lot of bad ideas. Okay.
Yeah. It's
It's a
Yeah.
touchy subject.
yeah.
So there's
There's no
rumors.
mix and match.
There's rumors around that these Nazis have some secret base there.
Okay.
Right. So this guy's.
So the rumors have been since the 30s, huh? Wow. Okay.
I think it's just before or just after World
Right,
War
right.
II.
But we're
It
talking
was in
about a
that
long
dec-
time ago. Like,
No, just before, I think. You're right. Yeah.
Like 80 years ago.
okay.
80, 90 years ago.
When Joe Biden was about our age.
Yeah.
So the theories are that this explorer, this one guy that went, he wrote a
report.
journal. He was
Yeah,
writing his journal,
nice.
and this popped up years after his death, right? he was writing in there that he stumbled upon what looked like I told you, this lake thing, right? He was traveling around it. He was flying over. Apparently, this was after. So in the 30s, when there was more technology, not just shit.
Okay.
So he was flying over and he saw these things, this lake, whatever. And he was like, and there was green, like moss or whatever. And he was like, what the fuck's that? What's going on down here?
Bit of algae.
Yeah. So he goes closer, tries to see. He notices a bit further back what appears to be like a base of some sort.
Like a flat base.
A base, a wall, a parameter,
Like a scientific
buildings.
research base, yeah. Like shit that shouldn't be
a
there.
man-made creation.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Something square.
But,
you know,
but big.
Something unnatural.
Lots of, turns out secret Nazi base. Okay?
Noise.
None of this is confirmed. This is
Yeah.
shit from his journal.
Yeah.
But why the fuck would he?
Why would you say that?
Well, mushrooms.
Well, there's
In
nothing
Antarctica.
growing. Nothing's
There's-
growing
like, there's
there.
supposed to be nothing there.
Yeah, but
It's just ice.
Yeah.
He finds this base. Apparently, what he wrote in his thing is that these were fucking UFOs. Nazi UFOs.
Okay. Can I? He is 100% right. Because UFO means
Unidentified flying object.
unidentified.
Yes,
Yeah,
but when I
it
say
doesn't mean
UFO,
alien.
Doesn't mean the Jetsons people.
That's why I say Nazi UFOs.
Okay.
All right, but
So
there was,
UFOs.
There were the
There's pictures
the
of it. I've
classic,
seen it.
Something that he doesn't know what they are.
They
You know,
don't even know.
spherical disc.
Yes.
They don't even know what it's made out of.
Yeah, and apparently he says in his book that these aircrafts can go anywhere around the world. Distance is
Instantly.
not an issue.
Instantly.
Yeah, like it's a huge threat.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So this was on. I think this was on the first expedition, first or second expedition that they sent, and when they found the base. All right. So apparently, what they're saying is that the Nazis found some alien race that was living in Antarctica.
Living or like, okay, they found evidence
Existing.
of aliens in Antarctica.
Yeah.
Alive aliens.
Alive aliens.
And they were apparently made a deal with them to get their technology and to help them out. Blah,
Okay.
blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Okay, make of this what you want. I don't care. This
Well,
is
you
what
may,
it said.
I don't know. I might be not accurate, but you know, with Captain America, where they get the German scientist, and it's like it don't come from nowhere. Like it's a story. I mean, it goes back to the 30s.
Listen, this is a whole rabbit hole that I didn't have time to go down, but I saw
but I'm
slightly
saying
some
like
shit.
there's so many branches of this. It's crazy.
Bro, yeah, they're saying that they will kidnap. Anyway, we're not going to go into that.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. We could do
It's a
two
whole
podcasts
fucking
based on this
podcast.
shit.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
So what was I saying? So he reports, he goes back, he reports to his higher ups, blah, blah, blah. This is the shit I found. This is what's going on. And then they send another expedition after that.
Yeah.
World War II finishes. Yeah. They send another one out there under the guise of scientific research.
Yeah.
Which, why the fuck would you send the whole armada, a whole fleet of military aircrafts and
Whales.
ships and everything? Oh yeah, big, lots of whales. Flying
Seals.
whales.
Seals. Navy SEALs.
So they send like way too many
Too much
equipment,
firepower.
Yeah.
Firepower.
For some ice.
For a scientific
Yeah.
exploration.
Just an ice.
Yeah, we gotta blow
On
up the
ice.
ice, guys. Like, how do you test ice?
Yeah.
You know.
So they apparently what they were saying is that they went down there to destroy the base.
Okay.
Which they did. Using nukes or some shit.
Okay.
I don't know what.
If anyone could defeat aliens, it's Hitler.
Yeah. Well,
Listen, it's not like you would.
The Americans.
It's not
blew
like
them
you
up.
would hear about this
They're
or
nukes.
see
No.
it if
No, you
someone
wouldn't.
did something like that in Antarctica.
So,
No,
it's
you
literally
wouldn't.
almost a different
Right?
planet. Almost.
And,
that's the furthest away you can get.
After this shit, right? I think around the 40s or 50s or some shit like that. They made a worldwide ban, right?
To go to Antarctica.
You're not allowed to go to technically. So technically, you're allowed to swim by like on cruise ships and whatever. Right, you're allowed to
Or
sail
go to
by
the shores.
and go just to the shores.
To study the penguins.
But if you go further
But there's a
out,
wall.
Can't go inland.
you cannot go inland.
There's a wall, right?
There's a wall at some point, an ice wall
Yep.
that blocks
Like,
shit. But that's not
Game of
around.
Thrones.
Game of
Yeah,
Thrones.
but that's not around the whole.
Yeah, but
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I mean. Like behind that wall.
Look,
Yeah.
there's a cliff. It's a cliff.
Yeah.
That's iced.
It has 3 miles of ice
Oh my.
underneath.
I bet they're calling that
Frozen
bad boy,
ice.
bro. I bet there's
This
machines.
is undisturbed, supposedly for 15 million years, this ice.
Yeah.
All right, so whatever's down there,
It's down there. It's been down there.
There shouldn't be anything alive
Undisturbed by
anything,
the common.
bruv, by anything.
No, it's frozen.
15 million,
It's frozen
bro,
solid.
it's 3 kilometers, 3 miles of thick ice.
Well, you know.
Nothing changes.
Nothing changes.
In the sense of nothing changes.
Whatever was down there is down there,
So-
if there is anything. So because nothing should exist there, there's other people now that are thinking about, they saw from Google Images what looked like pyramids.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And pyramids have been mentioned before in some of these journals.
They have.
Okay.
Many times.
Okay.
But these pyramids, I mean, I don't know, it's a 50-50 thing. It could be a mountain range, okay? But it's too perfectly...
Yeah.
Symmetrical.
It's like 2 kilometers on each end.
Yeah.
Yeah, wide and length.
Yeah.
2 kilometers, and it's about 1.2 kilometers height.
That's big.
That's a mountain, isn't it? Maybe. Some people say it's not. Some people think it's an ancient civilization that used to live there.
Well,
Or aliens.
no,
Oh, that's
no. But you said it earlier, not used to live there. It
Still.
was Pangea. The pyramids were there, and then the earth broke off, and it ended up down there. It wasn't.
Oh, we don't know. 'Cause
You know, maybe.
no, we're talking
but-
about millions of years ago this would have
But
happened.
you don't
There
know.
shouldn't, nothing
You-
should have
you
existed.
don't know.
No life.
You don't know. You don't know.
There's one species of animal. There's only one species that they've confirmed of animal that can actually freeze itself and maintain its actual when it defrosts, it comes back to life.
Which is?
It's a gecko. It's a particular gecko that they found it in.
You mean he
Antarctica.
does it on purpose?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
it goes
the
out of
cold
his way to
season-
do
Sort
it.
of like a bear when they...
Yeah.
When
It's a form of hibernation for them, yeah.
It's the only animal that's proven that can actually do this. So it makes you think.
So it goes into like suspended animation.
It pauses its life.
Just freezes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it comes back to.
That's sick.
This is on.
But look, it's not
So
even...
what I'm saying is, imagine, bruv.
Yeah, if there's find another Captain America down there.
Bro, there's mammoths. There's all sorts. Obviously, I'm just saying.
You said mammoth now.
Right.
That was also in the guy's journal as well.
Yeah.
That he said he saw something that looked like an elephant feeding on grass
You
in
see?
the fucking Antarctica. What
Yeah,
the fuck
yeah,
is
what the
this?
fuck?
On
So he went
grass.
closer.
On grass.
Yeah.
Well, moss or whatever, greenery.
Greenery.
Yeah.
Some
and he
form of
said
algae.
he go closer, and he said he went closer, and he said it looked like
An elephant.
mammoth-like animal.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
they're trying to bring it back now.
No, but that's the thing. So, whatever you might
There's lots
find
of
in the
weird shit there.
ice, if it used to be alive, it's probably not going to be alive anymore, even if you defrost it and whatever, because not
Most of
everyone.
but
yeah.
they found mammoths that are frost.
But what you can do
You
is
can get
their
the DNA, yeah.
Yes, that's all you need.
That's what they've done.
Yeah, that's all
So
you
they're
need
combining
with
the-
technology.
the-
Elephant's DNA with the mammoth. They could
The
technically
Indian
bring
elephant
it
for
back
some
now.
reason.
Yeah.
Why not
yeah.
the African elephant? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
but
gonna be a
why?
fucking giant.
Don't be bringing back nothing.
Don't bring exactly.
Don't be
Yeah,
bringing back
Don't be
nothing.
bringing back anything.
Bring back
It's extinct
Tupac.
for a reason. No, don't bring him
They
back
had the
either.
hologram thing.
Bro, he'll
That
get
didn't
killed.
go well.
He'll get killed in 3 seconds.
Bring
as soon
back
as he's
Tupac,
back, they'll
man.
kill him. As soon as he opens his mouth, shut up.
That did it.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
man, I'm saying like I could have said Bob Marley, but Tupac. Bring back Tupac. If you can bring anyone back,
So what's the verdict?
There is no verdict. It's
No?
all up in the air. All right. You make of this as you wish. Okay. There's no. I mean, even if there is evidence, they can discredit. You know what it's like. You know
Yeah,
how these
it's
conspiracies
easy.
go.
It's easy.
You know, you could be crazy.
And you can't go and
Bro,
explore. That's the
Pence
thing.
has
Exactly.
got-
You can't
Seven-
just go and
It's-
look.
It's
you can't.
There is no one country that owns Antarctica. It's under like
Right.
7 nations. It's like England, New Zealand, Finland, all these
Okay.
sort of countries.
well, yeah,
So-
because see, it makes perfect sense. Because everyone wants, the leaders or whatever. They're like,
They
No,
want
but
in
that's
on
not
it.
the
Yeah.
point. The point is, why won't they let us go? Their answer is
it's too cold.
It's dangerous.
it's too dangerous for you. It's too dangerous for
Oh,
the
you- but you can
environment.
go
You
to
could
Mount
harm the
Olympus.
environment.
I can go to Kilimanjaro or what you call it?
You can,
The biggest one.
No, but you're talking about the most inhospitable place on earth, right?
yeah.
There's no life that can survive there.
Yeah.
Besides some bacteria and shit.
Supposedly. And some prawns.
Yeah, but not in the Antarctica. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
around
yeah.
the surrounding waters there's life. But in the actual like mainland middle of Antarctica,
Unbelievable.
there should be
Unbelievable.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But obviously there is.
Well, there's these blood falls.
The what?
They're called blood falls.
Okay.
So it's like a little water, a little creek sort of thing.
Running water.
Yeah, looks like blood. It's not though, obviously.
Yeah.
It's
So it's a dark substance.
It's some chemical reaction because of the
basic.
cold.
No, it's there's a geothermal vent somewhere underneath there.
Okay.
So it's warming up the water underneath, and these sort of bacteria, microbes, whatever,
bleeding out,
are
literally.
living in
They
there.
manage to live in that
and they're
water.
feeding off like the algae that's forming, getting the sugars and things out
So
of it.
even Antarctica can create life somehow.
Yeah, there is life there. It's not necessarily life as we know it, but yeah, it's life.
If there's life on Mars, there's life on Mars. There's definitely life in Antarctica, right?
Because we're sure there's life on Mars.
They found bacteria, right?
Have they?
Yes.
Did
They found
No, if that was the case, then that is proof of aliens.
Yeah.
So no,
Bro,
no, you can't say it with such
Did
certainty.
they find bacteria on Mars?
Nope.
No conclusive evidence. If they do, that is 100% no argument.
Did they
There
find
is aliens.
bacteria on the moon? Did they find bacteria on the moon?
And while Andoni tries to prove aliens, I think we can.
As part of the Apollo 12 mission in November 1969, the camera from the Surveyor 3 probe was brought back from the moon to Earth. On analyzing the camera, it was found that the common bacterium Streptococcus mitis was alive.
Yeah, it's
on the
our
camera.
bacteria. It stayed alive on
Streptococcus
the.
took it with us.
Yeah, it stayed alive on the camera.
Okay.
You know,
I
that's
think
it.
they found water on Mars. Sorry.
Proof
that it wasn't
that's
used to
what I
exist.
meant.
Proof
That's
of
what I
water.
meant. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
not bacteria.
Yeah,
No.
bacteria is.
That's life.
It's
That's
life.
life.
It's
Yeah, yeah,
aliens.
yeah,
It starts from a bacteria
It's
and it can
aliens.
turn
Yeah,
into
but doesn't
something.
water promote all of that?
No,
It's
it
one
can.
of the elements.
For our solar
Okay,
system,
okay,
yes.
okay,
Yes,
okay.
or for our galaxy. I think.
My bad.
I think that's everything.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we...
So you've got 3 subjects. Pick one. Which one was your favorite? And tell us in the comments so we can do a bit more about that next time, I
Yeah,
guess.
we'll go more in detail about it.
yes.
I have a lot. Like, it's a big subject.
I know.
I just gave you
I know.
some just real brief highlights.
So
I didn't
to
go into
sum that
detail.
up, just real quick,
Yeah.
to sum that up, it's basically a frozen piece of it's a frozen
Continent.
Yeah. That somehow we're not allowed to go and visit, and no one can.
And throughout history, people have purposely gone there,
Right.
and purposely lied and deceived and hid
About whatever
and
they
people
show.
about what's
disappeared.
going on there.
Did people disappear at some point?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
Okay.
would definitely disappear.
Oh, okay.
So it's one of those questions of what the fuck is
Yeah,
happening
it's
down
just
there.
weird. There may be nothing going on there, but it's weird.
It's
Yeah, but
funny
the
how they have
Nazis,
all the
man.
books for religion, but none of the books for these things to
Listen,
spit facts.
The Nazi thing, all right, if you Google it, if you go look for it, official things, we'll just tell you that Nazis were there for whaling.
For what?
For whaling.
Bro,
To get the whale.
the blubber.
no. Let's think geography 1 second.
There's closer places,
Okay,
right?
yeah? Right, you could have
Easier
gone...
places.
Yeah, you could have gone the other way.
Yeah.
You didn't have to come down all the way down.
It's like-
You're at the top,
It's very
motherfucker.
cold here too.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm just saying. Canada has whales.
Listen, we know for a fact that Hitler liked the occult. He was really into it.
The what?
The occult.
The occult.
Yeah. Just secret.
Ah, okay.
These,
Okay.
supernatural.
Yes,
Yeah.
True.
He was really into it.
He was really into
He was after the
aliens.
Holy Grail, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was really
does
into
make you
aliens.
Really
think
into aliens.
Speed
outside the
So I'm
box.
saying because we know for a fact that he was like that, and he put a lot of resources to go exploring for things
Yeah.
that he believed were real. Who knows?
Let us know if you want an episode dedicated to Hitler. We can
Dedicated.
do that.
Yeah, we
can
gotta
do that.
can talk
You know?
about
We
Hitler
can
for a
talk about
while.
Hitler forever.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and we try.
Interesting guy.
Yeah, interesting guy.
Interesting
for
guy.
sure. For sure. We'll show
Horrible
it.
person.
But
But an interesting, but an
Horrible
interesting guy.
history.
Ricky Gervais is like, oh, I read your book. Some guy wrote a book. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah, I just read in between the lines. How many
Yeah.
people did you kill? 6 million people.
No, that's
not what I said in the
that's
book.
not what I was trying to say in the
He's
book.
like, no, not everyone's equal. You know, superhuman being. Yeah, that's not what I said.
Alien race.
Yeah. Anyway,
Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
See you
Thank
next
you.
time.